Well, Juke Box Hero, one of your hits. How did you get to be a musical?
Well, I had a chance meeting with Diana Ross in Atlanta airport. Our flight, we were on the same flight, and the flight had been delayed. So they put us in a little VIP area, just her and I, and I didn't quite believe what was happening, you know, that I was sitting there talking to one of my idols of all time. And we were talking, and it got round to the subject of musicals. And she, of course, had been involved with a musical called Whiz at the time, and she was getting into production and as an alternative interest. And she said, you know, you have a great title for a musical. She said, I've listened to it a number of times, and I'm convinced that it could make a good show on Broadway. And both of our schedules wouldn't align, and we got to meet a couple more times, and we're friends, and but it never saw the light of day.
Lou, the two of you wrote the original song together.
Yes, we did.
How did that come about? I'm particularly interested in the process. So with Juke Box Hero, how did it happen?
I'm a drummer. I was a drummer before I was a singer, and I had a set of drums in my basement at home, and I believe that I began to put that beat down and start singing a little bit of the verse, and I showed that to Mick, and he said, I think you have something there. And we massaged it a little bit, and then we came up with the line for the chorus, the Juke Box Hero line. And so we had the story, and we had the culmination in the Juke Box Hero chorus, and it actually didn't take that long to put that song together, and it was very powerful.
The best songs usually come, you know, like that. You can labor over a song for weeks, months sometimes. But I find anyway that the good ones really come.
They say they write themselves, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well, I've heard several versions of what and who inspired that song. So let's set the record straight. There's a story that it was inspired by a young fan.
Yeah. We were playing in Cincinnati. We went for sound check. It was pouring with rain. These lyrics basically are the little story of this fan. And we came back for the show, and it was still raining, and he was the only one left there, soaked to the skin. And I looked at him, and I really took pity on him, and I said, how would you like to come in and come backstage with us? And he kind of, you know, couldn't believe it. And so we took him back and gave him the full arena rock show and put him on stage. And I think it changed, must have changed his life, you know, because he was just so starry-eyed, and it felt good too to do that for him.